Hello, everyone, and we welcome you to this edition of News You Can Use. I'm your host, Thera Martin Milling. So glad to be with you once again, and we thank you for joining us here at TV 56 and at TV 36. 56 for LaSalle TV on Comcast and 36 for Verizon. Welcome to our show. Today on our program, in our first segment, we're going to talk about Praise is the Cure. My dear friend Anita T. Connor is here along with her beautiful daughter Carrie Connor Metchett, and so they will tell us their story of Praise is the Cure. And when we turn the page a little bit later on in the show, oh my goodness, we're going to be talking about this Obama health care plan, and please explain it to us. And Laura Roan will be here to do just that. She is the insurance lady. So stay along for this edition of News You Can Use. We'll be back with our first guest in a moment. Back now with this edition of News You Can Use, and just before we jump into our interview with our guests, I got to tell you about my sneakers today and my state of undress, if you will. Our executive producer for the show, Tanya Ellis, she said, Thera, are you going to change your shoes? And I laughed and I said, no, that's a part of the show today. But actually what happened was I was getting dressed at home and put my first outfit on for the first show we were taping, and I selected some green shoes to go with this little dress and with the necklace and what have you, and then I promptly left the house without the shoes. And so please forgive us in our state of undress on this show, but I have my old Bobos on today, comfortable sneakers, while I talk to my dear friends Anita and Carrie. So please forgive me for that, but we're going to move on with this show. Ladies, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
And I know you all have a very serious subject to discuss, but I'm just very proud of both of you for your vision, your energy, and for you keep doing what you're doing. Praise is the cure. Tell us about it.
Praise is the Cure is an initiative that we developed after I had went through my battle with breast cancer, and we realized that we really wanted to make a difference in the community, particularly the African American community, because even though there are even more incidents of breast cancer, African American women are still dying at higher rates than any other ethnic group, and so we just wanted to get out the message about breast cancer awareness, breast cancer intervention and prevention. So we started Praise is the Cure to help with that movement.
And it's been going on now for
8 years. This is our
8th
anniversary, 8th annual anniversary.
But I guess the crazy thing about this mother-daughter duo and your story is that mother had breast cancer and had to go through the treatment, the cancer, losing your hair. I remember when you were wearing silk scarves and you lost all your hair. I remember when your hair first started coming back and how beautiful you looked through all of it. How beautiful you looked through all of it. And then some years later, your daughter ends up being diagnosed with breast cancer as well.
Yeah, we were celebrating my mother's 10-year anniversary of being cancer-free, and then on that same day, I was diagnosed with an advanced stage 3 breast cancer. So we were very shocked at that outcome, yes.
I guess the blessing in this story is that you're Christian women.
Yes.
You believe in the power of prayer. You believe in God. And I believe, and you all believe, I'm sure, that God is what carried you through this, along with the prayers from your mom and your family and everybody who loves you. God and your family carried you through this time for both of you.
Yeah, I know for me, if it wasn't for the divine intervention of God at that moment in my life, I wouldn't be sitting here telling you my story. So my faith got, ever stronger, going through that journey, because I'm not supposed to be sitting here telling you my story. The doctors prepared my family early on that, she's not going to make it through this.
But then in your daughter being diagnosed and Carrie being diagnosed, you've been through it, so you were able to hold your daughter's hand all the way through it, through the process.
Yes, for Carrie, I think, seeing me go through it, then that kind of, she realized that breast cancer is not a death sentence. And that's what she shares with everyone, is that going through it with me, that she recognized that is just the journey, you know, can be hard, and her journey was hard.
And when my mother was diagnosed, they prepared us for the worst. They told us that she was not going to make it. And the only treatment plan that they said that we could do for her that would give her a chance would be a radical stem cell treatment. So just watching my mother, I knew that God was in the business of performing miracles. And when I was diagnosed, as my mother tells everyone, I wasn't so concerned about whether or not I was going to be here, because I saw that I was going to be here. I was more concerned about the physical, more vain things, losing my hair, losing my breasts, the changing of colors of my skin.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but faith definitely played a role in I believe, what both of us went through.
I know that. I know that. God is certainly good. And then the other part of this is that you went through this. Some people, a woman less than you, without the strength and the faith and the everything that you've got going on, would have said, I'm angry with the world. You know, I'm just not going to do anything for anybody else anymore. I'm mad at God. I'm mad at everybody. Why did this happen to me? And then just become a lump on the log and do nothing. But you took what you went through and said, I want to educate as many women and men and families and people as I can about breast cancer, so that maybe they won't have to go through what we went through. Right?
Yes. Our goal is certainly to hopefully create more survivors and less victims. And we know that we need to do this by educating the community. You know, there's a lot of reasons. You know, early detection is the key. Yes. And so you have to educate, and you have to get people, you know, to take care of themselves, to do self-exams, to get clinical exams, to do get mammograms, and, you know, just to let them know that, you know, it is not a death sentence, but no one knows your body better than you. You got to love yourself and take care of yourself, and that's what our message is.
Yeah. So tell everybody real quickly about this Praise is the Cure weekend. I know we've missed some of it already as this show is being taped. This show taped on Wednesday, October the 2nd. On Sunday just passed, which was September 29th, you all had a big Praise is the Cure day at church.
Yes, we had about 60, 70 host churches, and we distributed breast cancer literature for their congregation and their members. We had speakers there. We probably distributed over 10, 12,000 pieces of literature that day. That's our Breast Cancer Awareness Day. That is the day. And then on the 30th, we have a children's festival, which Carrie can kind of speak to, because it's centered around her book, My Mommy Has Breast Cancer, But She's Okay. And so we actually greet and entertain about 100 children.
Okay, on September the 30th.
On
And
September
we'll
30th.
come back and tell all of that story in just a second. But then on this coming Saturday, which is October the 5th, you're doing the crown jewel of your week of activities, basically.
Yes, that's our main day, and we start off with, we do mammograms all day long. Fox Chase will be there with their mammo
Are they
van. They are free. There's no, well, I won't say free, the insurance is not required.
Okay.
So you don't have to have insurance.
So somebody like me who doesn't have insurance at the moment could actually get...
Yes, you can get your mammogram that day.
Okay.
So they will be there all day from 9 to 4. We have a community health fair, wellness workshops. We have a component called Real Men Wear Pink. So they have a men's only forum where they will talk about caregiving and men's issues, but we celebrate survivors that day. We have a pamper party for survivors. And you know, we have a sister talk hour to talk about issues that affect survivors. And this year we're actually closing out with some great entertainment, jazz ensemble.
Like you don't close out with great entertainment every year. Where are you coming from with that line?
Yeah, so
Always great entertainment.
Always great entertainment. And so we're, you know, it's a free event for the whole community. You know, just come out to
Mount Airy Church of God in Christ again.
Yes.
They are
our
awesome.
host venue every year.
6700 Ogons?
6,400.
6401 Ogons Avenue.
Okay.
It's a free event from 9 to 4 this year. It's free to the community. Come on out and enjoy the day.
That is very, very special. So Praise is the Cure, the crown jewel, I call it, of all of your activities happens on the last day, which will be Saturday, and it's free. Ladies come out. It's fabulous and wonderful. And the best part of it to me was when you have all the survivors marching down the processional. It's just so moving. Oops, I keep forgetting about the microphone. It's so moving to see that. Very, very special indeed.
Yes.
Now let's back up a little bit to the 30th of September, which too has already passed, but it's a new component that you've added to Praise is the Cure to target our young people.
Yes, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, my daughter Madison was only 2 at the time, and I wanted to find something that I could read to her that would explain to her what I was getting ready to go through. And I searched and I could not find anything, so I said, you know what, I'm going to write my story. And so I wrote My Mommy Has Breast Cancer, But She's Okay, which tells about the journey of breast cancer, but it's also designed to encourage and inspire not only our children, but families.
Wow. Can you pass over that book to
Oh,
me? I
sure.
want to hold this book up. It's so beautiful. My Mommy Has Breast Cancer, But It's Okay. Written by the author right here in front of us. We're excited about the book. How have the sales been for the book?
They've been great. They've been really, really great. It turns out that a lot of people are looking for what I was looking for, something that they could explain to their children what was going to happen in a non-scary way. And the proceeds from the book do go to our Praises the Cure initiative. So we're just trying to still give back to the community.
All right. So now for people who want to be in touch with you all year round to find out what else you got going on, or will you come out and speak to a survivors group, or will you come speak to women who are just going through this whole thing? How do they get in touch?
Well, they can contact us at praisesthecure.org. Go to our website. There's all kind of resources there. And
Okay, praisesthecure.org.
Or they can call us at 215-635-1025. That's 215-635-1025.
Okay. And I think we said this the last time you were here, Anita. Carrie, please help her to remember this. I'm putting on her. It's not me. But by January, we would be so honored to have you come back and talk about taxes and our money and how to prepare ourselves for tax deadline day and anything that's changed with the IRS taxes. Because that's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen out there in the viewing audience. They are both certified CPAs and they're all that. They are the tax divas. The tax divas. That's right. Ladies, thank you for joining me. I love you for having us. I love you all so much. And we thank you for joining us for this portion of our broadcast, and we will pick up in a moment as we continue on the health tone. Dr. Donnie's going to like this the whole show. We're talking health. So we'll be back in a moment. Laura Roan will join us to talk about the Obama health care plan.
Sure, yeah, they missed their mom. It was hard to learn that there was no cure. You know, you don't want to see somebody that you love suffer. So we sought hospice care. Hospice people made her feel comfortable and pain-free. At first, the girls didn't know what was going on. The girls knew that Mommy was sick, that Mommy wasn't feeling well, but they didn't know that Mommy was going to die. I don't always have the answers, the best answers to the questions that they're going to ask about what's going on, and often the hospice people would be there, and they helped. You know, they helped me and the girls through just an incredibly hard time.
Everyone is a story. Everyone. He passed away last year. It was hard at first when I found out how sick he was. The doctor suggested hospice care at home. He came home, and that was wonderful. And the hospice helped a great deal. They were there whenever we needed them. They helped me take care of him. I didn't know. I didn't know where to start, what to do, what his needs were going to be. As the illness got worse and worse, they were there with help and suggestions and just how to do it, how to cope with it. They made his last months comfortable, pain-free, which was a blessing. We were able to find some joy till the very end.
Well, hello everyone, and we welcome you. If you just turned your television set on and you're watching News You Can Use, I want to tell you, you are in for an information session about the Obama health care plan. The day we're taping this show, it's October the 2nd, and the Obama health care plan is in full swing from my understanding. I was reading the Philadelphia Daily News just yesterday, and there was a big letter in there that was published from Kathleen Sebelius, who is the Secretary of Health and Human Services for the United States of America. And just real quick, let me share with you a portion of what she said. This January, millions of Americans will ring in the new year with the security and peace of mind that has eluded them for decades. They will finally have quality health insurance. Sounds good to me. For more than 1.2 million of our fellow citizens here in Pennsylvania, the opportunity to obtain new quality coverage will only be a click, call, or conversation away. When the 6-month open enrollment period for the new health insurance marketplace begins, and that actually began on Tuesday, October the 1st of 2013. So it is open now, open enrollment now. If you want to know some specific details about it, you can call their call center for the United States about this whole Obama healthcare plan at 1-800-318-2596. That's 1-800-318-2596. And there's also a website you can go to. We'll try to give that to you before we wrap up on our program today. But a lot of people really do not understand exactly what's going on right now with this Obama health care plan. And so we figured, why not bring in an expert? And here is Laura Roan. I thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me,
They called you
Vera.
the insurance lady.
Yes.
I was looking through the Women's Yellow Pages.
Yes.
A Yellow Pages directory just for women businesses, and there you were. But of course, I met you before that too, but I felt proud to look in the Yellow Pages and to
Thank
see
you.
your
Yeah.
beautiful picture, and the blurb that was under your photograph that speaks to what you do.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, indeed. So now you advise business owners or individuals who, like me, may have lost their full-time job where they had these benefits with health insurance, and now you're out on your own and trying to figure out, how can I find some affordable health care? That's what you do?
That's correct, and even more so now that Obamacare is come into play. There are so many people that are working and they cannot afford coverage. Their incomes are low.
No shame in my game. I am one. I am one of, I'm sure, millions and
Millions
millions of
and
people across this
millions.
country who are going through the same thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
So Obamacare, or the Affordable Care Act, is giving people a way to get some type of affordable coverage finally, that some employers just won't provide it.
So we have to do something. We can't just sit at home and say, yay, we're going to get free health care, and we don't do something. We have to apply, or enroll would be the right word.
Well, it's not free. It's not free.
Back up that tape.
It's not free.
What you talking about,
Be
Willis?
understand.
No.
It will be okay. This is how it will work. It gives people an opportunity to get health insurance. And for people of certain income levels, it can help subsidize the cost of the insurance. But it is not free. Okay, so, but it is a program, and it's substantial. It will substantially help quite a few people with medium to low incomes. It will help them be able to afford the health care plan.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Yes,
People who
ma'am.
are on welfare,
Yes,
public assistance,
great.
they will continue to stay in that umbrella of free health care.
Right.
And then people like me who work, who may not be making a whole heck of a lot of money, we will have an opportunity to apply for these other health care plans.
Yes,
But
you
we have
will,
to pay.
because
Still have to pay.
exactly. Say you are.
Well, excuse me, but
Yes,
Canada
ma'am.
has free health care. Why can't we be like Canada? Why can't
Well,
we be like
maybe
Canada?
we're moving towards it. This is a step towards it. In America, we just haven't really gone there with healthcare. So right now, we're taking the baby steps. So everything is not going to be perfect. It's going to be probably about 20 years before we actually get it running. Like, say, the Medicare program
In
is
20
more
years,
efficient.
I'll be darn near 80
But,
years
you
old.
know, no, don't even go there, Theo.
If I'm
But
alive.
it'll just get better. and better and better. I mean, we have to expect some glitches. I can't even get on the website. So there are some glitches right now, but
You can't get
know,
on the United States
I cannot get on
Health
healthcare.gov.
Secretary's website. Okay.
I cannot
There
get
is
on
a phone number to
apply.
call, and I have not tried this number yet. That was in yesterday's edition of the Daily News, published on October the 1st of 2013. But there is a number, 1-800-318-2596. You all out there in viewing land, you call it and tell us if that line is working. My email address is theramilling@gmail.com, THERAMILLING@gmail.com. Meanwhile, I'm going to try the number 2, but I'd really like to find out how people are faring with this new number, with the new website. You're saying the web, you couldn't even get on it. Like, can we get on the phone line?
Yes,
Like,
I can't
what?
get
And I know
on
it's
it.
still new. It just
It's
started.
new.
So we do
Yeah.
want to give the government time to get it together.
Exactly, and
But-
we have until March.
Okay. So now, like, all right, I know with your on public assistance, there's Keystone Mercy Health Plan now, Keystone VIP, and
Yes.
there's Health Partners, and there's whoever. What insurance companies would somebody like me go to? Do they tell you all that when you go online or call the 1-800 number?
Exactly. What will happen is when you go into the exchanges, say you get on healthcare.gov and you're going in, you will give them the information, your basic information, and the system will match you to the insurance company that will best fit your demographic.
So they want to know things like your name, your age, your address, if you're unemployed or working, and how much you're making if you're working.
I believe that all of that will be calculated in there. Haven't been able to get in because the tax credit will also be in effect for quite a few people. So that information, your zip code will be important, where you live, whether you're a smoker or not, that will be important now. That is.
Thank God I'm not a smoker.
Thank God you're not a smoker. So those things will be what, and then up will come the plan that's going to fit you. Okay. There are not a lot of plans in there now, but there will be eventually.
Okay.
Eventually.
Okay, so anything, I guess my concern is, okay, there's an enrollment date that started on October the 1st.
Right.
When does it end? And like, if people don't apply, would we be penalized?
Yes, the start date was October 1st, 2013. And everybody who gets in by December 15th, I believe, will start their medical plan by January 1st. Okay. The exchanges will end or shut down. It will no longer be an enrollment March the 1st or the 31st, either one of those 2 dates. At that point in time, you will be subject to a penalty if you don't have coverage. So say you were supposed to have coverage by January 1st, 2014, and you don't. Each month you don't have coverage is almost like a penalty. But let me just say that the penalty for the first year for an adult is $95. So some people will say, I will pay the penalty. You know, it depends on you. For children, it's $47.50. So like for a family of 4, it'll be a roughly $285 penalty for the family for not enrolling in a health plan for 2014. There are penalties. And the next year, they are substantially higher.
Okay, I already know we're going to need more than one show to
Absolutely.
explain all of this, because a lot of what you just said just went over my head, and I'm an educated woman
yes,
with a
ma'am.
college degree.
Yes.
But I just don't, you have to back it up and repeat all of that again, because
Okay.
I don't understand why an individual would be penalized. If you don't want to go get health insurance, and the government has made it where it's supposed to be affordable for you, but you don't want to do it, then that should be your choice and right as an American citizen. If you don't want to do it, why you would be penalized, I don't understand. Maybe I should get Obama to come in and explain all that.
All right, can I be a guest, please?
Sure.
I do have an answer for your question.
Okay.
Do you want to answer?
Please.
If everybody does not participate, it most likely will not pay for itself. What we have is a lot of people that are not healthy, have conditions, pre-existing conditions, and you know, right now the law is an insurance company cannot say, I will not insure you because you have high blood pressure or diabetes or any type of major lupus, any type of issue. They cannot now say,
But
I won't
insurance
insure
companies
you.
can reject you if you smoke cigarettes, right? Or has that changed?
They can rate you for it. They can charge you more for that.
Oh, my goodness.
They could
Okay.
charge you more for that.
Okay.
But as of January 1st, there will be no condition that they can say, I won't insure you. So with that, that brings about a lot of risk for the insurance company. So by requiring everybody to participate, everybody has to pay in.
Okay.
Everybody pays in. And then those people with the higher risk, they don't have to pay as much because everybody's paying in. The healthy is paying in. The young are paying in. So
Very
it kind of
interesting.
makes the risk
Wow.
a little bit less, and it'll help the exchanges and the
Okay.
plan work.
All right, we're talking with Laura Roan. She is the insurance lady, and I promise you, she's going to come back and share some more information with us on a future show about this whole Obama health care plan, because it is deep. But right now, we're going to get into some more health deepness with Dr. Donnie Patterson from Einstein Medical Center. Dr. Donnie, take it away.
Hello. September is Childhood Obesity Awareness Month. And so my friend Dr. Cohen and I wanted to shed light on this very pressing health issue. As you may know, 1 in 3 children in America are obese or overweight, and that can have devastating healthcare consequences.
So as you know, Dr. Patterson, obese children and teenagers are at greater risk for having chronic serious medical conditions like diabetes type 2, high blood pressure, heart problems, asthma, and many other problems. But not only that, there is also a 70% greater chance for obese children and teenagers to be overweight or obese as an adults.
So what can we do about this? We can limit our children's portions. We can help them to increase their fruits and vegetables and put down the video games and the television and encourage them to go outside. In this case, an ounce of prevention is literally worth a pound of cure. So I'm Dr. Donnie, and I wish you the best of health, but if you can't be the best, you definitely can be better. Thank you.
Oh, Dr. Donnie, thank you so very much. We appreciate the information that you shared with us today. And as we wind it down on this edition of News You Can Use for TV 56 and for Verizon TV 36, we want to thank you for being with us. I want to thank our guests who were on the show. Is there a final thought that you would leave with our audience, viewing audience, and contact information?
Yes. Thanks again, Thea, for having me.
Yes.
I would like to leave everybody with some comfort. Don't be afraid of exchanges. Don't be afraid of the information. You can go and get the information. You can come to my website, or you can give me a call. My website is www.insurance-lady.com.
Okay, say it again.
www.insurance-lady.com.
And the phone number real quick.
888-802-0603.
All right, Laura Roan, that's her name, don't forget it. And we do have this new health insurance enrollment period. It has started now, so check it out. I'm Thea Martin Milling. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News You Can Use. Have a great day, everyone.